Yeah, hi. Alrighty, folks, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a pre-tape video that I'm going to upload later. I'm using StreamYard for this. So I want to give the shout out to Brad Rules who made a great video about this. I didn't know that this happened until he uploaded this video, and yeah, it's definitely I mean, it's no surprise. Like everything is going woke, but I definitely want to give my thoughts on this issue of G4TV. So G4TV was a former channel about gaming. So it was a gaming channel on television. Now it's on YouTube solely because it got the boot off of cable TV. So it was like replaced with another channel, which I'm not even sure if it's like a channel available anymore. Um, so this was definitely a play. Like this channel was, that was a cool channel for people who love games or whatever. I remember watching that channel solely because of Ninja Warrior at the time. I loved it reminded me of Iron Chef Japan, how the whole weird just like basically the weird thing like talking, but like Japanese talking, but like the English narrators and all that stuff. But it was still fun. I think Ninja Warrior was pretty fun still. Just as a game. It's just like just people just falling into the water and shit like that. I love that. And I also like love some extra material that will have sometimes like talks about games and all that stuff. Even like they'll present E3. That's the channel where you see E3, but now E3 is no longer on cable anymore because there's no G4. Um, yeah, but let's talk about now uh, G4 TV or YouTube or just G4 in general. So G4 is not that about it. Things are woke now. What can you expect? But we got this. We got this. Sort of. You can say that she's a feminist. Obviously, again, it's not a problem that she's a woman. Okay, it's not a problem for women playing games. Like I don't understand that's a problem. But you got this person named Frosk, I think, and she goes on a rant about men in gaming, how like they're saying they're sexist towards women, and apparently, oh, it's women bad, always women bad. They think like men always has a constant hatred for women, and think that it's they're the problem, and then they're to blame. Like if something is like that, who should take the blame is always the women, which that's not the case. But obviously, like the way you're toning attitude, it maybe is your fault of how you are. It's not because you're a fucking woman. Okay, so let's watch this video, and that's why I'm using Streamyard. Because freaking oh, you can do like a side oh, Streamyard is really improved, huh? You can do like a PowerPoint. Oh shit. You can do a PowerPoint thing. But I mean, this is cool. I'll share myself. Oh whoa, hello. Okay. Let's take a look, guys. Let's watch again. Yeah.
Sexism in gaming.
Hold on a second. Sexism game, yeah. Restand with Fox. This is not professional, man. This is seriously. Alright, let's.
Joining G4.
Woo!
This is not where I thought we were going, but I'm here.
I had no idea.
Man, bunch of cucks, I tell you.
And joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts. It's somehow
Talk to him, Frosk.
it has.
Talk to them, Frost. Like, what's a bunch of cucks? I tell you, like they're trying to, they're acting like this is such a big impact. Apparently, as you hear the guy saying, "Oh, I thought we're not gonna do this," but then they go on. Apparently, this was scripted, so it's a joke. So they're in on this. This is supposed to be an powerful thing, yet it's a fucking joke. Like it was on the script of the show. So what a joke this shit was. But yeah, her problem is like people are saying that how she's not bangable than Olivia Moon and Nicole. I don't know the other chick's name. I don't remember her name, but like her problem is that she's not beautiful as them. I mean, I'm not gonna say like, oh, you should change yourself to make. If that's the case, if that really bothers you, and you want to be viewed as attractive, shouldn't you change something about yourself? Than to like, oh, how dare these people say I'm unattractive or whatever? Maybe because you're not presenting yourself as a woman to be attractive. But like again, that's their opinion, and why you give a shit anyways? That you're not as bangable. Like, why is that a problem to you? If why should that bother you? Is like that, apparently she's taking this to offense. That's what she's doing. She's taking this as an offense because she's not as bangable as Olivia Moon and Nicole. That's her, I think her name Nicole, or Morgan Base. Is that what her name is? Morgan. But like because she's not attractive, that's why. Like, and that's her. Like, that's her problem. Apparently, she gets argue about that. Like,
somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
who did that? Like, seriously, who said that? Who the hell thinks that's cool? Like, I mean, besides maybe weirdos, but no normal person that says, "Oh, I jerk off to you," whatever. Why would, like, seriously? Would they? Unless you're a fucking creep and a weirdo. Do you think a normal person, which I assume a lot of people who have been criticizing this video and even seen this shit, or even watched G4 in the past, are G4 fans, do you really think that those people who are normal are going to go up to the people who they like and say, I jerked off to you? You think people are going to fucking say that? I don't think so, because that's a weird fucking thing. No one has ever had that fucking thought. Like, are you fucking crazy? And is that the fucking thing? Are you like sad that no one fucking thinks you're attractive? I don't fucking know. And it's like this thing, her states, I'm a woman, hear me roar.
It's not a compliment. It's dehumanizing and it's weak. Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Morgan, okay, that's her name. But okay, who said that they don't need to be? Like, no one said women has to be always like on the eyes. Like, that's not the case. Like, but it doesn't help when literally they go on like. But the thing is, they've been G4. They're known for being attractive, but also like they have good gaming sense or whatever, and entertaining in their way. And yes, but guess what? They showcase their hotness on G4. So what does that tell you? Like because they showcase their hotness, like them women, they actually fucking like being hot on G4. Like, can you really blame those people for like thinking, like how they miss those women and stuff like that? Like, what's your fucking problem when they literally went like about you how they're not like, of course not. I'm not saying that well, women are objects and blah blah blah. But when you have women on G4 that displayed their hotness, what's the problem? Again, more power to them. We're not saying that all the women who goes on G4 should just strip themselves and shit like that. No, as long as it goes with the skits and the bits, and if they want to, that's perfectly fine. That should. We're not asking you to showcase your. I mean, not just because you're not attractive, but for real. Like, it's because, like, for God's sakes, what a fucking. This is just dumb. Like, that's not what fucking people. You don't need to fucking showcase your hotness all the fucking time. Or like fucking just it's because you're because I'm not Olivia Moon and Morgan Webb and shit, blah blah blah. That's not the case. We're not telling you to fucking do it, but apparently that's a problem because I'm not bangable and shit, blah blah blah. And then you only want women to be objects. Like, you're acting like that's what all men want for women to just be, and thinking like that they're nothing, like they're just it's fucking stupid.
Did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
I mean, who said that? Wow! And you got all these fucking feminists like thinking like, I'm a woman, hear me roar type of shit. But also you got the men clapping like that Adam fucking Sessler fucking fag. We'll talk about him soon. But seriously, like, okay, no one's saying that like they should just fucking women should just show be all eye candy and shit. But guess what? What they like, why people freaking talk, like why people care, because they actually did that shit. They actually showcased their hotness. Like, is that a fucking problem? Like, they showcased their bodies because like they did it. Like, can you really complain like why they did it? Like, fuck, like, or like, oh, it's like they thinking like, oh, how they're beautiful and shit, and they, how people miss them and crap, because they were being hot on G4. Again, she's probably just angry just because she's not hot. Like the fucking, I don't know. Try to be attractive. Fuck. Don't be a slob. Seriously, you look like a fucking man. You're.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
Why is she cucking? Yo, look at these fucking cucks and God, they're just white knighting trying to be like, yeah, man, we stand with women. Again, I'm not hating on women. I mean, I love women and I love fucking women. Again, this is not okay. Like she's probably talking to, oh, men are sexist and shit. Like we're not being sexist. Like, but apparently it's a problem. Like if oh, we miss Olivia Munn and Morgan Webb and shit like that, or how the women were, or apparently like she also takes the offense that like thinking like all the opinions that people say about G4 is blamed to her or whatever. But I'm pretty sure it's because of freaking the entire people who are involved with G4 because of how woke is gotten. Like seriously, woke opinions.
Sexism. You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist.
Who says they hate women? And oh my. I mean, I'm not denying that there are dudes out there and people out there like goes on like yeah, those people who are like people who listen like. I mean, God, like I'm not trying to say like I don't want to start a problem with the incels and shit, like because I there's part of me I feel bad for incels because like but people don't understand what they're like the issue like it's I feel bad for people who are incel obviously is because they're unfortunately unlucky because let's be honest yeah looks matter and shit and honestly if you're a woman that's why people give a shit about you and shit but honestly it doesn't help that yeah if you legit hate women that's a fucking problem because I do believe there's a problem with being involuntary celibate and being incel on the internet. If you're involuntary celibate, that's fine, but obviously don't hate women and shit like that, blah, blah, blah. But she's using this like, oh, like, oh, how apparently because she's not attractive, how, oh, the men, like, they criticize G4 because how woke it could be, and, like, they could say, like, oh, because, like, the whole, like, women stereotypes or whatever, talking about the women, because most likely, if, like, women in gaming, they would, like, offer woke opinions and shit, which is not kind of the case. But apparently she's thinking like, oh, because it's sexism, because yeah, oh, we hate women. Like that's not that's not what it is. Stupid, goddamn.
Just go ahead and check out Thorn's latest meltdown on Twitter for some spark notes. Now, here at Xplay, our reviews are written and produced by a team of people. There are too many games for one person to shoulder the burden, so we divide and conquer. And when we use language like we or I, that's the reviewer. That's coming from the mouth and experience of the reviewer reading that review. And that's not to say that Gerard, TBH, Adam, or myself don't contribute to the reviews. We absolutely do. But it'll always be in varying degrees and take a whole team behind us. That's why we're Xplay and not Adam Play.
Okay.
We have done the experiment and controlled for the variables.
This fucking guy is the most punchable piece of shit I've seen. Like, what a fucking cuck this guy is. Okay, and this guy is a fucking piece of shit. We'll talk about him soon, but like, just let the fucking girl talk. Like, seriously, if you want to fucking respect the women, for God's sakes.
Will read a script written by the same writer that I will read the other half of the script for, but I'll be the one flamed. And
okay, like I understand, like yeah, those certain people who would hate the women, like all because they think like it's all hurtful, whatever. But I'm pretty sure that more than those percentage are complaining about like those people who have the what they talk about, what you guys talk about and shit. Like if you give your opinion or whatever, it's mostly because like yes, based on the people like who are involved with G4. Whether it's like basically yeah, like it's not just you. I'm pretty sure that goes around like people because let's be honest here. What you're displaying is obviously what basically now G4 has become this woke mentality, and not just that, just basically like, if anything, probably the most stupidest opinions possible, and that's why people don't even give a shit about you. Because if you go woke, you go broke, right? You're fucking displaying woke mentalities that's ruining the fucking world, and just saying stupid shit that doesn't probably make any sense, or just offering bad opinions and shit like that.
In yeah, it also happens to Gerard and TBH, but that doesn't discount the sexism of how it happens to me when it does.
Oh, but okay, I get it. Like, okay, if she gets hate just because she's a woman, okay. But the thing is, you're making it all about you. But then you go on to talk about the thing is like, what is it? Like, are you angry about like because you're complaining about how you're not attractive, or freaking you're complaining about how you're like it's about how women are mistreated in gaming. Like, which is it? Unless you're trying to say both. But like the thing is, why, like, if anything, the whole like, you not being bangable is useless. Like, why you mention that? If anything, it's just like you being pity, for God's sakes.
Both things can be true, that there is a general hatred of any change that isn't Adam, and that all receive special flame just for being a woman. And I wish...
I'm pretty sure, like, literally 90% of the time is basically because, like, all the opinion, like, what you and your team have composed, will be flame for everybody, okay? And let's be honest, since you also mentioned, like, how I think 50% of women, like, basically, like, unfortunately, a lot of women in gaming are woke SJW people, because, like, a lot, like, libtards, like, they're gonna freaking display, like, dumb opinions anyway, so.
I could turn the camera around so that you could see the incredible team that make Xplay. Half of our producers and writers are women. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe.
Okay, and that means, like, okay, half of women, okay. It's not a problem if they're women, like maybe, like, okay, like, if you have half men, half women, that would help, like, sure, maybe, like, that doesn't problem with the gender gap or something, right? But, like, it's not a problem, like, it has to, but, like, if you display a certain opinion that people disagree with, don't like, you're gonna make that seem like, that's a women hatred, when in reality it's just basically hatred for the entire team's opinion or something. Like, why is it just women?
Jake, Zipper, Gabby, it goes on and on and on. Former writers that are now on ATOS like Vanessa. When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads, thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current Xplay experience because you can't objectify me how you...
Because I can't objectify me. Yeah, again, this goes back to now basically, like, she doesn't like that how, she's not viewed as attractive, or people don't like her opinion because apparently she's a woman. No, it's because, like, probably, like, how you display yourself as a person, and also how basically you portray your opinions. And what we can tell, let's be honest here, with your opinions, is basically it's honestly not really helpful, and no wonder people don't watch your show. No wonder people are probably tuning out, and since you will go on to say that, don't watch or whatever, maybe people will gladly won't watch because, like, how you display your opinions, how you talk about opinions, and when it's like, and apparently if you can't if you criticize it, that's a problem, because I'm gonna pull the sexist card.
Previously to DeMorgan, or that I'm somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put it...
Because I'm less qualified because I'm a woman. How dare you don't like my opinion? You're sexist. Even though I may be wrong or whatever.
Your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with his part of it.
Maybe, like, trust me, there's a lot more hatred to Adam now. Trust me, woman.
You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day, and you're gatekeeping the gaming space. So maybe for 2022, we'd be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective.
Who the fuck doesn't want to be? Who the fuck says we're not let's not be nice to you? Like, who the fuck says that? I don't think people knew you until this. How people heard how this is a stupid fucking argument. Seriously, I bet people didn't know you until, like, this whole bullshit came out.
The people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Okay, glad people want to watch. Yeah, yeah. I'm a woman. Hear me roar. Woo, woo. You go, girl. I'm a woman. Hear me roar. Beautiful. Yeah, slave, girl. You slave, bitch. Yes, bitch. Yeah.
We're good. I'm good. I'm good.
What a fucking cuck.
That's the best it's ever gonna get out of us. I don't.
What
really
a cuck. You're a fucking piece of shit. What a cuck that guy is. Seriously. Fucking bitch. acting like that's such a slate thing, you know. If you could obviously just say like if you don't like it, don't watch it, like obviously. But like she goes on a rant saying men are sexist. You know, how dare they criticize opinions? But apparently, oh, they're pulling. Oh, it's about me. It's about me as a woman and blah blah blah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's because like how you portray your opinions and how you say your fucking opinions and shit. And they're disagreeing you, but apparently, how dare you disagree with me and shit? You know. That's what I think it is as well. But she's like clearly jealous that she's not viewed as attractive as a Lynn and Morgan Webb. You know? Like it's I feel bad for her. Apparently she has a personality disorder. Let's fucking look at this, dude. Look. I saw something really cool.
Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Yeah?
Just rolling.
Gosh, she's beautiful. Morgan Webb. Well, hello. Oh man. When I first saw this, fucking beautiful.
Women hate women sexist. Sexism. Half of our producers and writers are women. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
All right. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way. After watching that, I felt the same fucking way. Yeah, she's a clown. Oh man. Oh boy. Isn't that fucking truth, man? Okay. Yeah, I loved. Again, she's. It was. Let me see this shit. What the fuck is this? I hope this is like a joke. Yeah. I don't know. He's Canadian. He's a liberal. What can you expect? But okay, speaking of liberals and hating, speaking of liberals, and let's talk about that Adam guy. Overall, all we need to say that this bitch is basically presenting dumb arguments, and it seems like she has a problem that how dare you don't view me as beautiful? I'm a fierce, independent woman. Needs no men in her life. You know. Now let's talk about Adam Sessler. Who first of all, look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy. You can't get more of a punchable face, and this guy looks like a fucking creep. By the way, seriously, I saw a clip of this guy who looked like a fucking creep, like this. Like, what a fucking creep. And he's wearing a fedora. Like, hello, my ladies. You know? Apparently he has a wife. I feel bad for her. I mean, the wife's probably a psycho, too. So, because of the hatred, and he has been found that, he's hating on Republicans or whatever, or hating on Trump. Because of that, because of his tweets found, he hates on Republicans, and he thinks that Republicans are basically the typical racist, blah blah blah. But then he goes on to say the saddest thing, and where is it? I hope I find it. He goes on to say this. Where's the tweet? I hope I see the tweet. Oh, well, it's right here. Fuck. Oh man. Where's the tweet? Where's the tweet? Oh man, this is not good. What the fuck? I'm just so blind. Not for me. As I said yesterday, all the Republicans in my family can eat shit and die while I sip something bubbly. So this guy, he's unfortunately one of those people who's so dived into his politics where he doesn't care that if the family members die. He hates Republicans that much that he wants them to die, and even their family members. Like really? Like you hate people who have a different political belief than you? It's clear like you're fucking like disowned, like you're probably like you're hated by your family because how much a fucking piece of shit you are. But like you're gonna freaking hate on them to the point you rather them die than to be like like. Why is it a problem if they're Republican? I literally have people who have different political beliefs in my family members, and I don't want them to die because I love them and they're cool people. They're cool with whatever we believe in. It seems like it's a you problem because you freaking have this fucking mentality, or this self fucking mentality that you think like how just basically like your self importance mentality. And also you think like if you now have the same opinion as me, you bad, you evil, you know. Yeah, Republicans are stupid, racist, and drink piss. Hating on them. Uh, yeah, look at this. Man, this guy. Yeah, yeah. Oh, don't be transphobic, whatever. Then let's hate people. This guy, he's supposed to claim, he's a hero to women. He's a hero to beings. How, he's anti like badness or whatever. Yet this guy, he would rather like if you're a Republican, you can die or whatever. Like really, if you're like transphobic. See, what a hypocrite! Apparently, this guy like transphobic tweets because at least compare. Yeah, so apparently he's a hypocrite. He liked the transphobic tweets. Like, what are you, bro? What are you? What a hypocrite. Yeah, this guy, I have to say, like, wow, Adam Sessler, he's a piece of shit. He apparently wants Republicans to die, and like he hates on, like he's hating on, he only wants his own family members to die just because they have a different political belief as him. Like, what a joke, what a fucking joke. What a piece of shit you are. And this guy, like, God, what a creep this guy looks, and he looks like shit, and he has a shit personality. You could tell, like, god damn, like, who the fuck are you, bro? Like, you're shit, and why the fuck, like, apparently, yeah, he was on G4 before, but boy, man, again, like, you're garbage, bro. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you, like, and since there are people like him and this Frosk bitch. Because no wonder G4 sucks. It's a bunch of fucking woke SJWs. You know what I mean? And with that mentality, it's gonna ruin the channel. No wonder it's on YouTube. And because it's on YouTube, you're lucky. Like, I mean, from now G4T on YouTube's gonna fucking not be a good channel to watch. You're probably gonna definitely lose a viewership, or you're gonna get a lot of hatred now. That's for damn sure. If you, I mean, I'm not saying, you just go hate on a person, but like, obviously, if you fucking deserve it, you get the hatred, bro. Like, how dare you, like, really bashing somebody and even wishing deaths on your own family members because they're Republicans, and also like, oh, how dare you don't like me because I'm not bangable? How dare you? Like, really? You're gonna hate on that? You're gonna be angry for that? Again, that's why it's probably just more of that. Like, literally. I think the main problem with why people hate on G4 is because they don't like the freaking direction you guys are going. They don't like what you fucking display. Especially when you guys display like on like the clips I saw and like how these people are in real life. No wonder people don't like you. No wonder people don't want to watch your channels and shit, and people think you're garbage. It's because of how you people are in real life. Your fucking shit opinions and shit. Thinking they're all factual and whatever. And how dare you think these people? And then you're gonna hate on people claiming they're sexist because they disagree with you and they don't think you're attractive like as the other person. How is that a fucking problem? Like, if you're attracted, obviously a bonus. Like, it's not. I mean, I'm not saying that fucking women should always just be attracted, but obviously it's a bonus. If you have gameplay knowledge, sure, that's cool and whatever. But if it's attractive, it's a bonus. So what's the problem if fucking having Olivia Moon and Morgan Webb as hosts? What's the problem is that? Like, you're just jealous. Fuck. Admit it. I don't know. change something about yourself. I just want to say, people, I think that's enough. Fuck Adam Sessler and fuck this Frog and fuck G4TV. Garbage woke ass piece of shit. Till next time, peace, yeah, bye.